Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So, I believe my fever's down. Today I've been quite normal, 98 degrees. You know, the past 3-4 days have been not so well, so it's finally good to feel better and not have a fever. So we're doing good on that end. But, you know, given I was sick, given the world is suffering from coronavirus, and Zul'Gurub is coming out very soon, I would be doing you guys disservice to not go over and sort of recount one of the biggest events that WoW has seen. And to this day, the CDC, Central for Disease Control, and the many other colleges, as well as the World Health Organization, they all use this event called the Corrupted Blood event as a study for how real diseases sort of spread and affect. And it was actually done here in World of Warcraft by a complete accident. So in ZG there is a boss that is called the last boss, Hakkar the Prophet. ZG is right here for those of you that do not know. The last boss here is Hakkar, and now I'm looking to kill this boss and get more footage on this, but our PTR plan sort of fell through. I was hoping to do that and cover it in this and get some real footage, but we were unable to get that done over the weekend, so I can't really show you much without stealing other people's footage, and I'm not going to do that. But anyway, Hakkar does this ability called the Corrupted Blood. And when it first came out, all the way back in vanilla, this ability was designed for the raid and only the raid, and it gave everyone a plague that is sort of uncurable. It is a blood plague, and it is a physical debuff, so only really a loofah could cure it and take it off of people. And what it did was spread a 200 to 400 DPS thing for like I think like 20 seconds is how long it lasts, and so everyone within a certain amount of yards would get it. And so like here in a city, if I had it, I would infect every single one of these players like near me, as well as it also infected NPCs like this guard here. And then all those people, when it would tick, it would spread them to all the same people. So you could imagine how quickly and how out of hand this would get. Anyone who was not max level would just get obliterated by it. Like, they would die very quickly. And what made this really tough is if it made it to big guys, like city bosses like this guy, Overlord Runthak. He could carry a lot more stacks than any max level player could. Or High Overlord Sourfang here. These guys could carry so many more stacks. And what would happen is these people would get tons of them, and then they would tick, and they would pass them all over to all these other players, almost essentially instantly one-shotting them. And now, this was never designed for to be brought out of the instance. However, I'm going to log over to my hunter and show you how this happened. So, pretty much, a hunter was doing the raid. He was fighting the boss with his guild, whatever. They managed to defeat him, but what happened was he saw his pet here had the corrupted blood on him. And so as a hunter, what you can do is you can dismiss your pets. This is what I'm doing right here. So back then, he kept everything that was affecting him. He affected everything that, all like debuffs and stuff stay on him, especially in Classic. You know, in retail, it's not like that anymore. And so what happened was he then called his pet back, and his pet had the blood, and then the blood then spread to everyone around him, and just sort of infected an entire city and an entire game. And this is just baffling and crazy and insane to me. Like, it got so bad, like over a week, that Blizzard had to shut down the servers and completely recode the buffed to not go on pets and other people. Like, it could only go on players inside the instance, and they had to just wipe it pretty much from their entire server. It's crazy that something like that infected everyone. And now some people tried to help and heal others and do what they could to get the plague off of them, and other players, just tried to go get the plague and then bring it back and keep spreading it just to be jerks, I guess. It's not like the real world, so you don't actually kill anyone permanently because you can respawn in WoW. But just really interesting to see, in my opinion. Like, just something to really, like, I honestly, I would love to see Blizzard allow us to bring it into here. Like, just re-allow the bug and see what would happen. See if the players would, like, if the people would be good enough to stop the plague. See if we could beat it now, knowing what we know now, opposed to what we knew then. Because a lot of it was spread by accident. However, it's crazy that, like, you apply this to the real world with the coronavirus. You look at how it spreads. I mean, it started in China and in a city there, and like the doctor who got it and started warning people about it, he died of it, and now it's definitely globally. Like, here in the United States, we've already seen a few cases. I saw today UK had like 50 cases, and we've like warned and quarantined and taken precautions, and yet it's still found a way to get to pretty much the entire world at this point. Just it's crazy how connected everything is, and sort of how fast stuff like this can travel. And I think that's why all those health organizations use this as such a example for studying sort of diseases and that, because even though this is a game, every character you see here, like, that's a person. Like, there's a person behind a mouse and keyboard being here, and so it's just really, really cool and interesting that we had such a genuine test sample. You can't recreate that because it was an accident and it brought it here. Like I said earlier, if we want to, I would love to see them put that back in there just to see if, like, WoW players are smart enough to beat it or would even try to beat it, because I know there are tons of trolls that would just get it and try to kill everyone in the city here. So it's just so cool to me, and I figured, me being sick, ZG coming out, it was actually, like, regarded as one of the first events that WoW has done. So it's just, like, something really, really cool to think about. I know this isn't like a normal video or guide, but I really wanted to tell you guys about this event. Go Google it. Go look at so many other content creators, people who were actually there in vanilla. It happened in 2005, so I would have been like 9 years old back then. So I wasn't playing WoW, so there's no way I would have been a part of it or sort of seen that. I didn't start till Wrath of the Lich King, but just something like, I wish I got to see that event or sort of do it, because, like, I heard about all these things, like how crazy BC and vanilla was, just events like that, the Nax event, the event at the end of Burning Crusade to launch Wrath, just all those super awesome, cool things, and I never really saw all those, so I'm just so happy to be able to redo Classic at the very least, and hopefully maybe even BC. We'll see what they announce with that. But that's just sort of an overview of the Corrupted Blood event, guys. I would go look into it. I think it's so cool and just interesting, and so that's why I'm making a video to tell you about it. You just got to search it. You'll find it on Wikipedia. You'll find it just podcasts, people talking about it as sort of the study for how quickly diseases spread, and it's just like unbelievable and mind-blowing that they use something in WoW to sort of stop outbreaks and pandemics and just all of that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is me covering sort of the Corrupted Blood event. If you're interested in it, I am not a doctor, so I can't really give you advice. I would say, like, wash your hands to stop coronavirus. Be smart, don't be reckless, because people's lives are at risk. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. If you made it to the ending, thank you so much for watching this video. It really helps. If you could, please share this with like one person you know, because it would help me so much. I'd appreciate that. Really gets me going on this and can keep growing to make this sustainable and keep up this lifestyle. So I super appreciate it. And if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And thank you so very much. Bye-bye.